Yeah, what's good everyone? As you can see, I'm star 1 in rank, and I'm looking for this video, or do just a chill rank session to get up to superstar. That's one of the things that I kinda like to do for every rank knockout season I play the game. So let's get to it. For this video, we'll just do a sit back, relax, and do a regular commentary video, which is something I almost never do, but as I'm here playing ranked for a little bit, I thought, why not do this while doing the superstar rank for the second time after returning to the game? And generally because I don't really know what else to do content-wise with this game. And as you've probably noticed, I've been playing a couple other games like Peak and Repo, which I've uploaded to this channel. If you're interested, make sure to check them out, because I'm having such a blast with those games. I feel like I've been connecting with all the people that I've been playing with in those games. And it's more often than not that I am actually playing those games. That is where I'm enjoying my time a lot more on. I'm laughing, I'm having a lot of fun with the people that I'm playing with. And it's much more a great time. I think Fall Guys has had its time, and really for me it's just a really nice something to come back to with once in a while. And of course I'm not completely finished with the game. There's still the crown ranks to finish off, but that'll come in its own time. I can wait for that. It's not something I legitimately want to achieve, but I feel like completing and getting the maximum rank in each of the ranked seasons is something I would like to keep on doing every once in a while, and that is what I'll keep on doing for the time being. It's not to say that I ever want to leave Fall Guys forever. I still enjoy the game, returning to it and playing it on the regular. I still think it has its special place in my heart. Also, this map I have not played before this ranked season, so I'm just going to do my best with the couple of times that I've played this game to see what I can do, but I have some sort of idea on what to do. I know that you want to stay in the end of the section as long as possible. I'm going to skip around this cart to stay on this area as long as possible, because you do get bubbles passively, that I do know. And once this catches up to me, I'm going to drop down. And watch out for the next cart. Drop down, avoid that cart, and then I think falling down is inevitable, so I stayed in as long as I could, and we loop back around and avoid this upcoming cart as I see it. Sometimes I feel like those carts are just unavoidable and there's nothing you can really do about it. Though I saw it very early and avoided it, but sometimes it just feels impossible to avoid it. But we qualified. Got the first final, it's Kraken Slam. One thing which I kind of do dislike about these ranked knockouts that there are always going to be those creative rounds which seem to never exist, de-exist, and I generally would prefer not to have those rounds in. Like, I'd much prefer any of the normal levels that we see in Solo Show, which fortunately still exist. There's still the Solo Show which removes all of those created levels and you can just play just the legacy shows. But Kraken Slam is a funnel that I would prefer any of the others. Granted that some people may prefer like some of the creative finals, but personally I do not. But then again, I'm one person and someone does like those other levels. But personally, it's not for me. We have 4 players left in this lobby. So far it's pretty chill. One other thing which Fall Guys developers at Epic Games have done is they've turned off the full feed, because there's that one time where hackers would use the full feed to just block everyone's screen with the full feed. So I'm not too pleased with the way they've done it. I kind of like having the full feed on, but they just did the lazy way of fixing this hack, which was to remove the full feed entirely, which I would prefer if they kept the full feed, but I guess it's an emergency fix, so I guess to fix the problem, I'm not too pleased about it. I would kind of like that full feeding. Oh, it looks like we won the game. Okay, that was a very stress-free game. I'll take it. GG's. I guess one of my main weaknesses in these ranked knockouts is that with these creative rounds being added, I have a whole lot of unfamiliarity with several of these levels, so I'm really just figuring out what works, how I want to proceed with these levels, and just that as I get more familiar, it becomes much less and less serious. Like some of those new finals which are implemented, I was really struggling. I didn't know what to do, and even still on this map, I don't know going down the middle is even the best path. But it's what I'm doing because it feels right, and I think you can get what I'm seeing, but we still qualified very comfortably in 3rd place. But what really helps to counteract the unfamiliarity with most of these levels is being very dynamic, getting very adaptable to these new levels, knowing what to do. It might take a bit of research, which honestly is not something I'm going to do to a great extent, but best players are the dynamic ones, and while I'm not perhaps the best player, it will most certainly help me out. But I don't know, I'm not playing too seriously. Like, of course I'm playing ranked, but it isn't really ranked too much. Okay, I don't know what this guy is doing here. Guess he wants my attention. Can I make that? Okay. But not only that there are constantly new maps, but because the physics have changed in the past couple of years or so, and even that I'm still not completely sold out on. I just hit that spike. But being dynamic is really what allows you to keep on being at the top of your level, so just if you just want to always perform at your best, that's what you've got to do. But if you play serious or not, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you to play a certain way because it's a video game. Granted it is much more competitive than it was originally considered as a party game, but I don't know, play how you want, I guess is what I would suggest. We should be qualifying any second now, and we do. Okay, we got Slime Scraper and whatever the previous map was back to back. These rounds seem very repetitive. I don't know if it's just me or that's just my bad luck, but that last round took so long. That's really what I feel from most of these creative levels, that they just take so long, depending on what they are. I'm messing up my neutral jumps. That's one thing that I have got to learn, is that neutral jumps are now a thing. That wasn't a thing back when I stopped playing the game seriously, but now that I've learned that, I'm now much more confident in my ability to come out and crack and slam, because I kinda need to do that if I want to beat among those best players, because that is what they're using, and what I'm trying to do to get the best of my level. And it turns out practicing those new jumps is greatly favouring me, because we just got crack and slam back to back. So I guess familiarity and being dynamic is helping me very well in these rounds. So I guess we're going to play it out and let's see if we can win this game. I think I'm just going to play it safe and keep to one tower for myself. And of course, if people are wanting to start a fight, then going to have to take some action myself. We move over here as there seemingly equal safety, and I'm out. Okay, this is kind of scary, but we're okay. We can just stay on this corner and no tentacles will attack me. I don't know why this guy's coming here. Either to read me or to stay away from the other player because I don't feel too safe. But I will not aggravate unless aggravated upon, and we go to our safe corner. Okay, I don't like the way these tentacles are disjointed. Okay, we are completely fine. What are these tentacles doing? Okay. These tentacles are very weird, so I'm just going to just spam jump and play it safe. I don't want any of that happening, and well, we take the win. GG's. Very stress-free, once again. Alright, so we've got Pineheim, and this is one of the levels where I've only played it 3 times, and I already do not like that we've got this map, because you basically have to be first the entire time, and if you're behind then you're in quite some trouble. But we'll try and see if we can make it work. Okay, what the hell? Okay, sorry if I'm not speaking too much because I'm really wanting to focus, because I do not like this level as someone who kind of enjoys all the levels. This is one level which I really do not enjoy playing, because being fast is not required, but it's kind of really needed. Okay. Okay, I got lucky there. Because it's an elimination, but it's also a race round, which doesn't really make any sense. Basically, you want to get up to the top of the map, and then you're going to be given some sort of power up, and then you're going to eliminate all the other players that come up here. And you're going to have one of them at a time, so... Okay, how did that miss? And this is the part where I don't like, because only one person can literally win. So, GG's to Brawling guys, they did all they needed to do, and into the next game. I didn't mention this for the last final, but I think now I'm going to do commentary on only the finals, otherwise the video would be rather long. But we've got Circular Slime, and also I don't really have any much further yapping to do, so I think I'll just do full-based commentary on what's going on, and hopefully you're enjoying the content so far. You need to be careful with this Mowgli skin. Seems very grabby, especially towards myself, but we'll work around it. But we've got Circular Slime. This map I'm less distasteful towards, but because it is pretty simple to work around and work with, you just need to be careful of your rotations around the green area, because inevitably that section will disappear, and you're going to have to do some serious planning as to what you will do. Because if you fall behind and someone else gets past this area and you can't, but they break it out, you're in dear trouble. And that can basically mean the difference between losing and winning. So, better players have been more successful at this than myself. So, I'm just being very mindful of everything that way. Do my best to avoid the Mowgli and the Wazowski skin as they are very grabby. I think staying at front is the play to win against someone who is very passive, unlike maybe it will cost you because you have, Mike Wazowski grabbing you non-stop. Okay, they die. Okay, and now we have grabbing Mowgli, so going to have to play carefully and maybe even try to just brief him right here. Okay, how did he not touch the slime there? I have no idea. Well, GG's to Pro Gamer FCH. Move to the next one. Okay, so now we're being teased with, or blessed with, another Kraken Slam, guess depending on how we view it. I mean, so far it's a 100% win rate on Kraken Slam today, so maybe I should be thankful for that, but I don't know. Seems a bit nuanced that this is the only final we're getting. I'd much rather have a variety of finals that I do like. My favourite final is Roll-Off. I also enjoy Blast Ball, Hexa Ring, and some of the other finals. I guess we're being just thrown a whole load of Kraken Slam, it seems. Which, I mean, I'll take it. I know how to win it. It's also pretty boring, relatively. I expect most of you would agree. Play ranked, unless you just love to go into other platforms and have a rap battle. Personally, I don't. It feels like a gamble. All the Kraken tail is there. It just doesn't feel it. It was very unpredictable. You can see two players going at it, and it seems very static. It's something I don't really like to do. It resulted in absolutely nothing. I don't know how that guy did not see that. That platform was tilting. But not my problem. My problem is staying awake so that I can actually jump in reaction to these tentacles. Or not, everyone else is just dead. 100% win rate on Kraken Slam, we'll take it. GG's. Okay, we actually got a little bit of variety. Now got a Blast Ball. I do like this map. I guess it's pretty chill at the start, so I guess all it is though, that's why I'll ask how you guys are doing. And if you are all still playing Fall Guys. And if so, how are you finding it? And perhaps let me know what other games you're joining on if you are in fact moving on from this game, as I sort of did. What games are you playing? I myself am playing a few different games and really exploring my options with different people that I'm making friends with along the way. Games that I was definitely playing are Repo, most lately. What other time am I playing regularly? Beak is something that I've been playing. The Isle is a recent one. And a couple more of interest. Gamble with Your Friends. That's something that I come across. I played a little bit of Schedule 1 in my own time. Oops. A fair few games. But how about you? What have you been up to? I'm curious to know. So I'm fired with an onslaught of bombs. That didn't hit. Okay, that's not what I was hoping for. Okay, we got one kill. Got one more. Let's avoid this bomb. Okay, he didn't really do anything. Is he dead? No. Let's get right in his face. Okay, didn't do it. Oh, whoops daisy, he just slid off. Okay. Intimidation factor kicked in. Alright, so now we're Superstar 5, so one more win and we've reached Superstar. We got another creative round, Dodge Dive Survive. I think this is the only other creative final that's in this show. This one I don't mind too much. I'll say hello to this guy. He seems to want my attention. I should also note that, even if I don't get any wins anytime soon, if I make it to 2 finals in a row, then I'll have enough points to rank up to the Superstar rank. So it looks like what's happening is that we're going to be timing out this final, which I've done before, so I'm not too worried. Just need to play solid and I should be fine. I just need to position myself properly so that I can avoid these balls, and then it'll be as simple as jumping over the green, yellow and red slime blockades. Which, okay, my position, why am I not in the correct spot? Let me move a bit further back. I think that should fix it. Then it's just the jumping game. Somehow I feel I'm not getting it right. Kind of more boring finals, but it's one that you can definitely time out with friends. Okay, I am very incompetent in where I'm standing in relation to these balls. Okay, one eternity later and we've got the timer. I was able to move back to the left side because the player who was on the left side did die. I feel way more comfortable being in this position than being in front of this guy. Not because he's being aggressive or anything, he's being very generous, but because the position in relation to the balls is very poor, so it's really throwing me off, but we're going to get the timeout. And with that, we are Superstars. GG's to this other player, and it's very nice. The rewards for getting Superstars are also very nice. You get 150 crowns, an emote, and I'm not sure what more we'd get. But let's see this beautiful animation. We are Superstars. I kind of liked it to be a bit more satisfying, but I don't really get anything further from it other than just the static rewards. I kind of like to see how I relate compared to the other players. But these are the rank rewards which I get, which include the pineapple skin and some kudos along with the 150 crowns and the emote. So, okay, it's something, it's not, you know, anything too out of the ordinary, but we'll take it. We've reached the Superstar rank, and thank you very much for watching.